This is week 6 of training for the Montreal Marathon. I just did a tempo workout and I'm just cooling off right now. This week, this is where the fun begins. This week has my first long run tempo workout on Saturday. And it's really daunting. I'm kind of dreading it, but I want it to be over with so that I know where I stand. How I hit my paces or don't hit them is gonna help me gauge what I need to do going forward with the plan. It feels like a pivotal point. Okay, we're off. It's 6:39. Not bad for someone who's usually extremely slow to get ready in the morning. I got out of bed at like 5:10. I was trying to leave at 6:30, a few minutes behind schedule. It should still be cooler this morning by the time I get there than it's going to be a bit later. I think it's still gonna feel like it's 27 degrees, but we're gonna do our best to deal with it. There should be some tree coverage too, so we're good. Here we are. It's 7:38. I'm about to head out on this half marathon race pace practice run. So it's 11 kilometers chill pace, 9 kilometers at my goal marathon pace, which is now 4:55 minutes per kilometer, and then there's just a 1 kilometer cool down. So yeah, it's kind of nice and cool still. So we're gonna get going because we're burning daylight. We're still at the chill part. About 5K to go before I have to pick up the pace. I'm nearly 2 kilometers in to my 9K marathon pace block. Physically, it's a bit tougher. Mentally, it's actually easier because I feel like I'm not just dragging myself through it like when I was easy running, just anticipating it. I'm like, at least I'm doing the hard part right now, you know? Halfway through. Just finished the 9K at pace. I have 1 kilometer to cool down. That was so hard. I went out a bit hot too. Just trying to hit my pace. It was probably a bit too fast for me right now. So I kind of progressively slowed down. My legs are so fried. But this is the point of these training runs. With my quads and my glutes, my hips too, feel completely out of order right now. But I'd much rather feel this right now on my training run than on the day of the marathon. And I still have 10 weeks to build fitness. I was struggling though. In the middle, I was just struggling. That was one big sufferfest. So your form breaks down when you get really tired after running for a long time. And I definitely experienced this on long runs. I had it on my first marathon too. Apparently that contributes to developing cramps and things like that. So in the last 3 kilometers this time, I was really focusing on trying to keep my form together, even though I was wrecked. I think I was kind of slouching and stuff, but I was trying to make a concerted effort to keep my form as intact as possible so that come marathon day, it's hopefully more ingrained in me to run with proper form even when I'm absolutely exhausted. Okay, that was really hard. My legs are tired in a way that they haven't been, I think, since my first marathon, because it's a different kind of pain than the slow, long run pain, because you're running at pace for so long. I think I kind of forgot what that feels like. There's this muscular pain that I hadn't felt in a while. I feel like my muscle fibers are inflamed. Last training block, I didn't do this kind of workout, and doing a tempo in the middle of the long run after having done 2 speed workouts in the week is hard. That's groundbreaking information. I was kind of in a just suffering dark headspace when I finished my run. I felt kind of like woozy and stuff, and it got a lot more crowded. And I ended up having a nice conversation with these like 2 older runners. One of them is doing the Berlin Marathon, and it was so inspiring. He was probably like 60 or something. He was super fit, and I love seeing that. It's so inspiring. It honestly snapped me right out of my kind of like down in the dumps mood from my hard workout that I chose to do myself. And I was like, damn, that could be me in like 30 years if I just like keep it up. So like, how cool is that? We know this, but running takes you to some weird places. Helps me sort out through thoughts and things like that. I don't know, a lot of different things pop up. I kept thinking of the chubby, insecure 13-year-old kid that I was, and how by pushing myself in these kinds of workouts and things that I do, I make him proud and someone to look up to. I kept thinking about that today. It was really tough. I was pushing myself, and I also recognized that my standards are higher than they were during my first training block. Despite that being one of the hardest feeling workouts I've ever done, it still got me excited for actual marathon day. It's gonna be fun. And talking to those guys that I met, they said they already did the Montreal Marathon, and they told me like, yeah, that's a tough one. And I was like, yeah, I think it like climbs quite a bit, right? And they just started laughing. Okay, there's my answer. So there was a bit of climbing during this practice run. So hopefully that pays off. It will pay off. I have this all the way from the UK. It's actually all the way from Walmart, but it is British. You know what else is cool? I found a really good pizza place last time I was here. So that's where I'm going next. Got Hawaiian pizza last time. I am a pineapple on pizza person, unapologetically. I think it's amazing. And maybe I'll get that today, I'm not sure yet, but that's what I'm gonna do for lunch. Is there a better post-long run meal? No. No, there isn't. No such thing. Yeah. Yep. Pizza does it again. That was a really hard workout. I think I've said that like 80 times now. That's the end of week 6. Next week's actually a deload week, and I'm going on a little trip, so the timing's perfect. I'm ready to rest my legs. They need it, I need it. That's what deload weeks are for. Check out my video on deload weeks if you want to hear more about those, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.